Hey, Shire County, this is Shire County Copwatch, and I posted this video a long time ago. This is a public record that anybody can get involved in a lawsuit, and it charges against Mark Barcia, who, as you can see, has contacted me on YouTube and is claiming he's going to sue me for releasing public documents. He is accused of driving and hitting a car and killing a man. And so I wonder if he's going to sue Charlotte County Sun and everybody else that did the story on this. So this is very interesting. I thought I would do a video on this since I'm being threatened with a lawsuit for releasing public documents on Mark Barcia right here. And I will attach the video again because to see him and what he does after he found out he freaking killed somebody while driving, kind of tells you that he probably did it. And I believe he's an ex-cop. And he was trying to get ex-cop privilege. And they actually did their job and denied him the blue line.
Original, of Probable Cause Affidavit, Sarasota County. Supplemental page of Defendant Barcia Mark. Agency case hashtag 2019-12-1702. State in detail what the defendant did that you allege was illegal. Include events that lead up to the incident, also include why defendant acted as he did if this is known. Hearsay is permissible and relevant comments of defendant or witnesses involved should be summarized. Include who, what, where, why, when, how. Plus 0.1111,11. On the listed date and time, police units responded to a two-vehicle crash at Toledo Blade Boulevard near Woodhaven Drive. One vehicle was a black 2018 Toyota owned and driven by Pierre R. Lewis. Two passengers in that same vehicle suffered serious injuries. They were transported. Area hospitals. As of this report, the identities of those two passengers has not been confirmed. Another rear seat passenger was identified as David Fleck. He was pronounced by Northport Fire Department paramedics as transporting passengers at the time of the crash. The second vehicle involved was a 2008 Ford full-size truck. Cursory on-scene assessment found that the Ford struck the Toyota near the right rear side. Two passing motorists gave statements of seeing the truck squealing its tires and leaving a nearby traffic light. One occupant of the Ford sustained minor injuries. He stated on scene that the pair had just left Wings and Rings, a nearby restaurant and bar. Officers went to the bar in an effort to learn more information. A bartender remembered both subjects being in the bar having at least one alcoholic drink. The suspect driver and owner of the Ford truck had notically head injuries and damage to the windshield. The injuries were consistent with striking the windshield as well as the damage to the windshield itself. The position of the driver's seat was consonant with the height of the owner. The owner/driver suspect driver was identified as Mark Barcia. He refused medical attention. He was having mood swings from agitated to jovial with rescue/police personnel. He had a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on his breath, his eyes were bloodshot, speech was thick at times with an accent. I noticed he appeared to stand with a wider stance or become agitated and pace. He was advised of his Miranda warnings which he acknowledged. I requested he submit to a state in detail what the defendant did that you allege was illegal. Include events that lead up to the incident, also include why defendant acted as he did if this is known. Hearsay is permissible and relevant comments of defendant or witnesses involved should be summarized. Include who, what, where, why, when, how. Field sobriety test which he agreed. The first test was the H.G.N test. All 6 clues were detected in both eyes. The second test was the walk and turn test. He did not maintain arms to side as instructed during portion of test. He made an incorrect and unsteady turn. One time he became unsteady taking a step offline. During the one-leg stand test, he swayed, put his foot down on count of 12. Arms not to side as instructed and did not count aloud for duration of test as instructed. The finger-to-nose test, he failed to point forward, swayed slightly, and missed the tip of his nose on all attempts. First eye then moved to tip area, second upper middle nose bridge slid to tip area, third tip pad, fourth, above tip near right nostril, fifth right nostril area, sixth left nostril area. During the Romberg balance/alphabet he was unable to recite the complete alphabet. He paused on letter C and P, then slow from TUV stopped and did not complete. On second attempt he could not complete test. He was palsied under arrest for multiple D.U.I counts and was transported to the Northport Emergency Room for medical clearance. He was agitated and uncooperative to medical staff, calling female nurse, Yanisa, cocksucker when she tried to ask routine medical questions. He also was insulting toward me, calling me asshole, then few minutes later apologizing for being rude. These mood swings continued for about an hour. Officer Guzman about 2050 HRS with a search warrant for a blood sample. An ER2 samples from his right arm. The samples will be submitted to Fisher interviewed. 1M. Loft the passenger of the truck who suffered minor. Arrived at nurse, M. Tutaro obtained FDLE for analysis. Officer. Injures and his spouse. They both gave accounts of M. Barcia drinking alcohol since this afternoon and driving the truck. After medical clearance he was transported to the North County Jail. This incident did occur in the city of Northport, County of Sarasota, State of Florida.
Copwatch, policing the police every single day, and doing what the Charlotte County Sun newspaper and local TV stations won't do every single day.
No EMS inside the vehicle at this point. If you tell me they made it, then we can have that conversation. Primary concern. You tell me they made it, we're gonna have that conversation.
Are you okay? We need to focus on you too. We're worried about them. Listen, we're worried. You have a big bump on your head. You need to get checked out. Is what these guys are worried about.
Is he okay? Are they both okay?
I have not been over there yet, man.
Okay,
Sir,
go over there and find out.
Sir,
if you get to me,
sir,
then
what's your first name? Mark. Mark. My name's Sergeant Donahue. I don't lie. I don't bullshit people out here. There's a passenger in that car that's dead. He's deceased, okay? So just process that for a second, okay? I don't want to leave you hanging on that, but it is what it is. Mark, take a deep breath. Come here. Maybe we can get past.
oh yeah. I'm just afraid he's gonna get violent, man.
Well, he'll be all right. Sir, hey, I told you that because I trust that you're going to process it and get past this for a second, okay?
I will.
I know it fucking sucks, all right? It sucks. Nothing we can go back and do to undo this. You know that.
Right. Let's do law enforcement. This is what we do.
There's nothing we can.
You guys are not going to take me anywhere.
So,
This is
Mark,
it is what it is.
you were a cop. You're a retired cop.
Miami-Dade.
So
So
you
this is how it
understand
works.
you have a huge bump on your head.
That's okay.
Right.
I don't need you to help me.
Don't put us in this position, Mark. Don't put us in this position.
No, I'm putting you in that position.
Why?
Where you're
Why?
not
That's fucked up, Mark, because you did what we do. Don't put us in this position. We're worried about you. Whatever is going on in that car,
just died.
you're right. And I was straight with you about
and
it.
at the end of the day, guess what happens?
What happens?
Somebody dies. And guess what's going to
And
happen?
we can't change that now. But we need to make sure that you're okay.
I'm fucking good. Am I fucking running around? I ain't dead yet. Shit's still...
Yeah, man, but we have no idea what's going on in your head right now. That's what we're trying to...
It's bad.
I ain't
You have a
dead yet,
big bump. You had a big
I give
bump,
you that,
man.
bro, but I mean, in all honesty, man, like, you can't let what's going on the other side of the street affect what's going on in your head right now. Mark, we're wasting time. Precious time.
Listen, I'm just trying to be straight with you. I don't bullshit people out here. But I'm really concerned about your head, and I don't exaggerate on things. You have a big ass bump on your head.
Somebody died, so if I die, I die.
Well, I know you're feeling that right now because it's emotional, but
You fucking kidding me?
nothing we can do to change this, Mark. We have to push forward from this point on.
Yeah, that's right. And on the fucking old school legal term, my wife's gonna take me to the hospital. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Fair enough?
1 second.
I'll write it up.
We still don't know who was driving officially. I mean, we have some indications physically. But what are your thoughts right now? He's being uncooperative. He's being uncooperative.
What's his name? Mark? Huh? What's that?
FD tell you that he was cleared by them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He signed the thing?
Yeah, he signed it. So, if you need to put in there, I signed along with him as a witness.
Alright.
So, and he's just waiting on me.
We don't have that situation going on, first and foremost.
Yeah. I'll straight up ask him.
Well, let's wait just a minute. I want to get some of these lights off so the camera will show.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a homicide.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. It's obviously a homicide. Somebody passed.
That's the information we're being told. You have a weapon on you right now?
You know I do. Don't give me a bullshit. You know, you saw it. You read it.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
And
Can I ask where it is?
it's on my right. You saw it.
Okay, well, I'm asking you.
How can I help you? What do you want from me?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Here, Sony, take it
Okay.
off.
That's all right with you?
Fuck yeah.
Is it chambered?
You're damn right it is.
Okay. Thank you. Gentlemen, chambered. And we got two little pocket knives. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it says unlocked.
He's in his car.
Okay, I'm going to begin. No, that's fine. That's fine.
You sure?
Okay. I'm just waiting for things to settle down here for a minute.
I hear you, but
Okay.
don't, come on, just be
Okay.
honest with me. Don't
Okay.
bullshit,
Well,
bullshit.
so here's the thing. I'm the traffic homicide investigator.
And I would
Okay.
do the same thing, and I understand.
Okay. So I've been called out here. We had to make sure medical needs were, taken care of first.
Fair enough.
All right. And then they called me out here to come talk with you, see what's going on. Okay. Everyone else is gone. You're the other person here. Okay. So that leaves me here with you.
Fair enough.
All right. So that's kind of where we're at.
All right. Fair
All
enough.
right. So if you've been doing this a while, okay, you're going to know that I already made some observations.
Absolutely.
It's not rocket science.
That's right.
Okay. Doesn't mean it is or it is not anything in and of itself, but they're observations. Okay. So here in Florida, because I've made these observations, I have to move past the actual crash and address some of those suspicions that may or may not be confirmed.
Absolutely.
Not every inquiry means that's going to amount to anything. You know that.
You have a right to remain silent. Come on.
Okay.
Is
I do have to advise you of that.
Listen, sir.
All right. So you do have the right to remain silent.
Can you
Anything
put
you
me
say?
as the driver behind the wheel?
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
There you go. There's my ID.
Yeah. Why don't you listen to what I'm saying first, and then I'll answer any questions that you have.
So you.
Okay. This is
behind the wheel.
this is
Fair
procedural.
enough. Fair enough.
Okay. This is procedural. You might want to listen so I can explain it to you. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Your right to present an attorney and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you for any time during any questioning if you wish. You can decide any time to not answer any questions, make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I read them to you?
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to arrest me under the guidelines of...
I'm not arresting anyone.
Okay.
I'm just telling you you're a suspect, and I'm going to look into that.
Fair enough.
Okay? That's the procedure here in this state. Okay?
I know that.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you're in custody. Okay? But you are a suspect based on the observations that I see.
And I'm sorry to be a dick. It's just.
Well, it might be better if you don't make as many assumptions. Okay? There's no doubt. But I'm not trying to come across heavy-handed with you. You're making a lot of assumptions about how things work.
I just
okay?
grew up with a...
So, again, and I can kind of tell by the accent that may not have been around here. All right, no offense. Okay?
Please forgive me.
All right, so, here's the thing. If I have a suspicion of any offense, I have to Mirandize you. Okay? And that's what I just did. Okay? Now I'm going to try to address the suspicions that I have. Okay? Just because someone has been drinking doesn't necessarily mean they're under the influence. That's what I'm here to evaluate. You can be at fault for a crash that causes a fatality. Doesn't necessarily always mean you're going to be charged beyond that. Alright? That's something to still yet be determined. As you can see, I got a team of guys out here. We've all spread out. I've drew your card. Okay? Everyone else is doing different things. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do is check your eyes. It's not a vision test. Okay? You see the pen right where I'm touching, the black part? Can you touch that with your right index finger for me? Okay? Can you touch it without holding onto my hand? There you go. I want you to follow that pen as I move it side to side without moving your head. Do you understand? Just follow it side to side as I move it. You understand? Mm-hmm. Try not to move your head. Two, three, four. Try not to move your head. Okay, we'll start over. I know it's awkward.
Sorry.
Can you see here?
No.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Are you taking any prescription medications?
Shit.
Okay. When was the last time you took any of your medications?
2 weeks ago, maybe.
2 weeks ago? Okay. Any other health or medical issues? Well, that's remarkable in and of itself. So here's the procedure next, is I'm going to request that you submit to a field sobriety test to evaluate your abilities, okay? I'll explain each thing to you. If you have any questions, I want you to ask. Once we begin the test, I can't answer any questions, okay? Can you come on out here to this white line and face towards my vehicle for me? Can you face towards my vehicle for me? Sir, can you face towards my vehicle? Okay, there you go. Just hang tight, catch your breath, relax for a minute. Well, there's no lights on this car. We don't want any looky-loos hitting us. Okay, I'll explain each thing to you. Do not begin anything till I tell you to do so. Again, if you have any questions, I want you to ask. Once we begin the test, I can't answer any questions. You understand me so far?
Yes, sir.
First thing I want you to do is simply put your left foot out in front of you, flat on the ground. Go ahead and do that. Right here where it meets the line. Do you see where mine is? Okay, leave that there. Now put your right foot directly in front of that. I'm going to move so you can see me better. Heel to toe, so they're touching. And then hands down by your side. I want you to remain standing that way while I explain the remainder of the test. What I want you to do when I tell you to do so is take 9 heel to toe steps, counting aloud as you walk, looking down at your foot, maintaining hands down by your side. I'm going to show you that it's going to look so far, so just remain standing that way. Okay, your first step is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When your lead foot reaches 9, leave your lead foot on the ground. Take a series of small steps like this. Then continue back 9 more heel to toe steps. And I'll continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 9. You see how I've demonstrated that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, begin whenever you're ready. Okay, we'll move on to the next thing. We don't do any one thing. Explain the next thing to you. Watch how I demonstrate. Lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground. Okay, you might want to look at me so you can understand. Okay, can you see me all right?
Yep.
Okay, lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground, approximately 6 inches in front of you. Foot flat to the ground. Look down at your foot. And count aloud in a thousands fashion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, up to 30 or approximately 30 seconds. If your foot should go down, for example, let's say 10, bring it back up and resume counting where you left off. 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, up to 30 or approximately 30 seconds. So I've done that. Do you need me to repeat it, or do you understand?
You want me to do both? Or just
Okay. I just need you to answer first. Did you see what I demonstrated?
I did, absolutely.
Do you understand?
So you want me to put it back down if I go that and keep counting again.
Okay, that was one part of the instructions. Do you remember the old part? Because it's important that you
want
understand.
30. You want 30
Okay,
seconds.
that's part of it. Do you understand the whole instruction? I'll repeat them again if you need me to.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so turn around and face me. There's a little bit of engine noise over that way, and I don't want that to interfere.
Sorry.
I'll demonstrate again. What I want you to do when I tell you to do so is lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground, approximately 6 inches in front of you,
6 inches, yeah.
flat to the ground, approximately. Hands down by your side, look at your foot, count aloud in a thousands fashion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, up to 30, or for approximately 30 seconds. If your foot should get down for any reason, and for example 10, bring it back up and resume counting where you left off. 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, up to 30. You see how I've demonstrated that? Do you have any questions on that?
No, sir. Now I understand.
Okay. Begin whenever you're ready. If you don't have any questions.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, go back down. 13, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025, 26, 27, 1028, sorry, 1029, 1030.
Okay, put your foot down.
Sorry, I got bad knees. Fucking kill. Forgive me for that.
Okay. Let's move on to something that doesn't involve legs. Okay. Next thing we ask you to do is put your feet together so they're touching. Make a fist and put out your index or pointer fingers. Index or pointer fingers, go ahead and do that. Put them out to the side, palms up towards the sky. There you go. When I tell you to, what I'm asking you to do is tilt your head back, close your eyes. Watch how I demonstrate before you do it so you understand. I'll tell you left or right finger, bring it forward, touch tip of the nose, tip of your finger. We're going to do that a sequence of times, and I'm going to tell you which hand to use. After you touch the tip, bring it back out to the side and wait for further instructions. Okay, and you see tip would be this portion right here. Not the pad, but the front part. Okay, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, feet together like I had them, side by side. Head back, eyes closed. Okay, with your left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Right hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Right hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. And left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Okay, you can open your eyes, put your arms down. Stand easy. I'm going to go out on a wild limb here and assume you know the English alphabet. That you went through school and English is your first language and all that. Go out on a big limb there. So if that's the case, then put your feet together, like I have mine. Okay. Side by side. Hands down by your side. I'm going to ask you to tilt your head back, close your eyes, and slowly repeat the alphabet, A through Z, beginning to end, without singing it, in a non-rhythmic fashion so I can hear it. Do you understand?
A, B, C.
Hold on, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Feet together, hands down by your side, head back, eyes closed. Don't sing it loud enough so I can hear it. If you don't have any questions,
A,
begin.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, up. Sorry. Unfortunately, A, B, C. Sorry, unfortunately, that's one of those things.
You understood the instructions?
I did, yes, sir.
Okay.
You're going to fail me on that one? Fair enough.
It's not really a pass or fail, it's an observation thing.
That's something I can't. I had somebody used to write my reports, so.
Okay, on the note of observations, it also comes down to training and experience as well. Okay? I have to take my training and experience along with my observations of the field tests, and that's more than just dexterity. That's the ability to recall instructions, remember instructions, and perform the tasks I ask you to do. Okay? Then I make a determination if I think someone was operating under the influence of an alcoholic beverage and or controlled substance. I take all those into account, and I believe that you are. Okay, and I am going to place you under arrest for DUI. Go ahead and turn around for me.
Yes, sir.
Are there any other weapons on you that we don't know about?
No, I give them all.
Okay. You got big shoulders, so I'm going to put 2 sets on you?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So you're going to put me under arrest without observation? Was I driving? Moved out?
Again, based on my training experience, I think there's enough to believe that. Okay?
Can you prove I was driving?
Yep. Okay, so we have keys.
I got some Manfred. No,
Let's go up here to the hood so I can see what those objects are. Anything sharp or dangerous?
No, good, sir.
Okay.
Come on, bud.
Just relax. Try not to be fidgety with me, okay?
Back to the place behind the wheel. I love it. Okay.
Can you grab me a bag from the passenger side door? Passenger side door.
But I do understand somebody passed, and that's fucked up. Here's my wallet.
Okay, we're gonna take it out in just a minute. He's getting a bag so I can put your property in it.
Property, see, after
All the things that you're in our pockets, other than the weapons. Those will go on our property. Okay. Well, on that note,
Can you tell my wife?
well, let me tell you, on that note, we're going to do a search warrant on your phone. Okay? Would you like to give us the passcode so we don't destroy it? You're going to open it up so we can have the passcode?
Dude, you can open my phone, whatever. I'm not hiding nothing.
Okay. Well, that's
somebody died. I know how this works.
Okay.
Fucking straight up. Listen, it's a facial thing. And you're doing your fucking job. I get it. Here, do whatever the fuck you want. Just tell my wife that you're arresting. Tell my wife that you're arresting me, so I can call my fucking attorney. Get out and get fucking.
We'll tell her. We'll take care of that.
I have a white male 1015 signal 1.
Appreciate that. Thanks for your courtesy, bud.
Mark, we're not trying to make this any more of a...
I understand that, but don't bullshit a bullshit. I knew this from the get-go. That's why I told you, hurry up and handcuff me.
918.
From the get-go?
A vehicle just went right through me, and they're heading towards the legal plate. So they're almost to the legal plate, but towards the hospital.
I don't know.
They just went right back.
Who is this? I appreciate the comment.
And Mark, if you'll step back here for me. No, this way, sir.
Appreciate the common courtesy, buddy. Got a seatbelt on me, too. Oh, now I have seatbelts.
Yeah, everything's fancy.
Yeah. Appreciate it. It's all right.
Okay, watch this car behind us. It's backed up with the lights off, went around a barricade.
No, that's his wife.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mark, I'll let you know what's going on right now. Okay? See that officer there? Right next to me? He's part of my team. Okay, what he's doing right now is a search warrant for your blood. Okay?
Listen.
That's what's going on right now.
Give a
now,
shit. Listen to me. First of all, we can do this the good way. Obviously, you put me, you're 1015 me. It's real simple. I wasn't driving. You can't prove that. So you know what? Let's go. That's right.
Are you gonna?
No.
You gonna consent to a blood sample? Or
Nope. Let's go ride, nigga. Let's go.
Then we'll go ahead.
That's
with the
right.
warrant then.
Can you prove I was driving? Let's go.
That's
Book me and book me. Let's go.
All right, sir.
I have a search warrant to get a biological sample from you, which I can read to you. Sure, she can listen to as I read it. This is Officer Nick, Northport PD. I'm going to read a search warrant that was just signed for a biological sample from Mark Barcia, the state of Florida, the 12th Judicial Circuit, County of Sarasota in the name of the state of Florida to all singular sheriffs and their deputies, the Commissioner of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and his designees, constable, municipal police officers acting in their jurisdictions, and state attorneys investigators. Whereas I have received an affidavit for a search warrant on this date made before the affiant, Officer Aaron Arnick of the Northport Police Department, who has prepared same in his or her capacity as a law enforcement officer, and whereas the detective and or officer having placed under oath, having sworn to the facts stated therein, Having examined the said facts set forth in support of the said application of the search warrant and the facts contained herein, which are now incorporated herein by reference and made part of the warrant, and whereas said facts so made known to me by such affidavit are set forth have caused me to certify and find there is probable cause to believe that the laws of the state of Florida relative to DUI manslaughter, DUI serious bodily injury have been violated, and the evidence of that crime is currently located within the body of Mark Barcia, who is currently located within the jurisdictional boundaries of Sarasota County. The description and location of the individual to be searched is as follows: Mark Barcia, date of birth 1/21/78, and that evidence of the fruits of the crime will be obtained from DNA buccal swabs of white male Mark Barcia. Last known address 1166 Craigmont Avenue, located in the city of Northport.
Okay, so I understand that you just read all this, but I don't even know who this is that is on the phone.
Well, I'm going to give you a copy.
Sir, officer.
You've seen it? I've read it to you.
Officer, can you please tell me who this is?
It's Nick, Aaron Nick.
Okay, Officer Nick, first off, Mr. Barcia is represented by counsel. You are not to have any contact with him unless you go through his attorney. So I ask that you please, we are willing to be cooperative with you, but you need to go through his attorney.
No, we have a signed search warrant. This is a sergeant. We have a signed search warrant signed by a judge.
He is represented by an attorney.
Ma'am, what you're going to do is talk your client into resisting arrest, and I would really hate that for that to happen to make things worse, okay?
You know they have that in the jail.
So we'll explain it to you, but the thing is that
We have a warrant. You've seen it. We're going to give you a copy.
You're right, they do.
We're going to get a sample. If you refuse, we'll consider obstruction, regardless of whatever she says.
She knows how this works. She's giving you bad advice. So.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes or no, you're going to provide this?
Privately.
Okay, we have a warrant right now. This is what's happening.
Yeah, this is not a counseling.
Put your phone to your ear and take me
Go
off
ahead,
speaker.
Mark, go ahead. Go.
You got a minute, guys?
1 minute.
We'll give you a minute.
We're not trying to be difficult. Mercedes, she's giving him bad advice right now. If he says no to a
Give him his
court order
copy.
signed by a judge, we have to charge him with obstruction, which we don't want to do.
We'll give you a copy.
I mean, this is a crummy enough situation for everybody. We get that.
What's the bad side of this? I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Obviously, the ones that fucked up was the one that took the initial report. So, come on. I got the copy of the warrant.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay, if you can open your mouth, I'm going to swab it in there. There won't be any pain or discomfort. Push it on your cheek. We're going to take two, one from each side.
It's just your copy. Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
going to do the other cheek. I'm going to push it on your cheek as I get the sample.
So we do a DNA comparison.
No, I wouldn't hire
We serve a
it.
search warrant on the truck.
And the icing on the cake, we already have this in the jail.
This is our job to prove who was driving. It's not a secret, right? So this is a judge signed a search warrant telling us, hey, get a current, so we know it's his DNA out of fairness to him and the investigation sample, so we can compare it to DNA that was collected from the truck. It's just how these investigations work. It's nothing tricky. We're not setting anybody up for failure, but it's our job to prove that he was or was not driving.
No, I got it. All right, that's cool.
Based on those comparisons. That's it. So, and I get he's got legal counsel.
All right, thanks.
I respect that. We respect that, but they
I'm
have no.
sorry.
It's all right. They have no bearing, and she knows she's doing her job.
Look, dude, I got to
So-
hire an attorney. The public defender's not gonna.
Fair enough,
I know
man.
you're doing your job. It
Correct.
is what it is, but
Yeah, but a search warrant, you know how it goes, man. No one's going to trump a judge's signature on a search warrant. Not if your attorney.
you
knows.
guys.
I was wondering why the police cars were parked, and I'm like,
Come on, dude. This is. I don't want. I live here. I don't want any bad animosity.
We're going to give you a receipt that we took the sample too.
County, and we'll be done with it.
I understand.
But I know that this is not going to go well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your cooperation, man.
Oh,
despite the
absolutely,
attorney.
dude. I just got to call the attorney. That's why I paid
What time you
$200K
got?
for it.
So, Mike.
So,
Travis is going to put what's the. I don't have my phone on me. What time you got?
503.
22. 1703. Thanks. Man.
And I know what you guys are trying to establish, and I get it, but the jail has it. I mean, you could.
No, I know. You're right, and we
But you got to cover your bases because you didn't do it the first
So
time.
the courts are going to want a most current for comparison DNA sample.
Fair
That's
enough.
just how it works. So it's trust me, it would have been easier, less paperwork for him if we could have used what's on file.
No, I know.
We're not allowed.
I get it. I get it.
You know how logistical
No, I know,
everything is.
I know. Chain of custody, I know that.
After this, man, I don't think you'll hear too much from us.
Okay, this is a receipt. It's also saying that I took this sample, this date, this time from you, 1 buccal swab, a search warrant served to obtain it, released by, you can refuse or decline. I've received it,
So
and I'm going to give you a copy saying I took it from you.
That's it? Where else do you want me to sign?
That's it.
All right,
I'm
so
going to give you a copy.
About you guys popping up for anything,
I don't think so.
any other random shit, right?
Unless you want to talk to us about anything, which I doubt your attorneys are going to want them to.
We're not playing any games.
So, no, not at all, man.
All right. Appreciate your cooperation. We don't want any looky-loos hitting up. Okay, I'll explain each thing to you. Do not begin anything until I tell you to do so. Again, if you have any questions, I want you to ask. Once we begin the test, I can't answer any questions. You understand me so far?
Yes, sir.
First thing I want you to do is simply put your left foot out in front of you, flat on the ground. Go ahead and do that. Right here wherever it meets the line. See where mine is? Okay, leave that there. Now put your right foot directly in front of that. I'm going to move so you can see me better. Heel to toe, so they're touching. And then hands down by your side. I want you to remain standing that way while I explain the remainder of the test. What I want you to do when I tell you to do so is take 9 heel to toe steps, counting aloud as you walk, looking down at your foot, maintaining hands down by your side. I'm going to show you that it's going to look so far, so just remain standing that way. Okay, your first step is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When your lead foot reaches 9, leave your lead foot on the ground, take a series of small steps like this, then continue back 9 more heel to toe steps, and I'll continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 9. See how I've demonstrated that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about that?
No, sir.
Okay, begin whenever you're ready. Move on to the next thing. We don't do any one thing. Explain the next thing to you. Watch how I demonstrate. Lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground. You might want to look at me so you can understand. Okay, can you see me all right?
Yep.
Okay, lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground, approximately 6 inches in front of you. Foot flat to the ground. Look down at your foot. And count aloud in the thousands fashion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, up to 30 or approximately 30 seconds. If your foot should go down, for example, let's say 10, bring it back up and resume counting where you left off. 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, up to 30 or approximately 30 seconds. So I've done that. You need me to repeat it? Nope. You understand?
You want me to do both or just one?
I just need you to answer first. Did you see what I demonstrated?
I did, absolutely.
You understand?
So you want me to put it back down if I go back and keep counting again?
Okay, that was one part of the instructions. You remember the old part because it's important that you
want 30.
understand.
You want 30 seconds?
That's part of it. You understand the whole instruction? I'll repeat them again if you need me to.
Yes, please do.
Okay. Okay, so turn around and face me. There's a little bit of engine noise over that way, and I don't want that to interfere.
Sorry.
I'll demonstrate again. What I want you to do when I tell you to do so is lift either your left or your right foot up off the ground, approximately 6 inches in front of you.
6 inches, yeah.
Flat to the ground, approximately. Hands down by your side, look at your foot, count aloud in a thousands fashion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, up to 30, or for approximately 30 seconds. If your foot should get down for any reason, and for example 10, bring it back up and resume counting where you left off. 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, up to 30. So I've demonstrated that.
you have any questions on that?
No, sir. Now I understand.
Okay. Begin whenever you're ready. You don't have any questions.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 11, 12, and back down. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025, 26, 27, 28, right, 29, 30, good down. Fuck, sorry, you got bad knees. Fucking killing me. Give me that.
Let's move on to something that doesn't involve legs. Next thing we ask you to do is put your feet together so they're touching. Make a fist and put out your index or pointer fingers. Index or pointer fingers, gonna do that. Put them out to the side, palms up towards the sky. There you go. When I tell you to, what I'm asked you to do is tilt your head back, close your eyes. Watch how I demonstrate before you do it, so you understand. I'll tell you left or right finger, bring it forward, touch tip of the nose, tip of your finger. We're going to do that a sequence of times, and I'm going to tell you which hand to use. After you touch the tip, bring it back out to the side and wait for further instructions. Okay, and you see tip would be this portion right here. Not the pad, but the front part. Okay, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, feet together like I had them, side by side. Head back, eyes closed. Okay, with your left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Right hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Right hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. And left hand, touch tip of nose, tip of your finger. Okay, you can open your eyes, put your arms down. Stand easy. I'm going to go out on a wild limb here and assume you know the English alphabet. That you went through school and English is your first language and all that. Go out on a big limb there. So if that's the case, then put your feet together, like I have mine. Okay. Side by side. Hands down by your side. I'm going to ask you to tilt your head back, close your eyes, and slowly repeat the alphabet, A through Z, beginning to end, without singing it in a non-rhythmic fashion so I can hear it. You understand?
A, B,
Hold on,
C.
do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. Feet together, hands down by your side, head back, eyes closed. Don't sing it loud enough so I can hear it. If you got any questions?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, sorry. I'm gonna, unfortunately, I'm ABZ. Sorry, unfortunately, that's one of those things.
You understood the instructions?
I did, yes, sir. You gonna fail me on that one? Fair enough.
It's not really a passive fail, it's an observation.
That's something I can't. I had somebody used to write my reports, so
okay, on the note of observations, it also comes down to training and experience as well. Okay? I have to take my training and experience along with my observations of the field tests, and that's more than just dexterity. That's the ability to recall instructions, remember instructions, and perform the tasks I ask you to do. Okay. Then I make a determination if I think someone was operating under the influence of an alcohol, beverage, and or controlled substances. And I take all those into account, and I believe that you are. And I am going to place you under arrest for DUI. Turn around for me. Yes, sir. Are there any other weapons on you that we don't know about?
No, I give them all.
Okay. You got big shoulders, so we're going to put 2 sets on you?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So you're going to put me under arrest without observation. Was I driving? Move that?
Again, based on my training experience, I think there's enough to believe that. Okay.
Who I was driving?
Yep. So we have keys.
I got some math in there.
Let's go up here to the hood so I can see what. Wow. Anything sharp or dangerous?
Oh, okay. Come on, bud.
Relax. Don't be fidgety with me, okay?
The fact that the place was behind the wheel, I love it.
Can you grab me a bag from the passenger side door? Passenger side door.
What I do.
Yeah, we're going to take it out. We're getting a bag so I can put your property in it. All the things that you're in your pockets, other than the weapons. Those will go in our pocket. Okay. Well, on that note,
Can you tell my wife?
well, let me tell you, on that note, we're going to do a search warrant on your phone. Okay? Would you like to give us the passcode so we don't destroy it? You're going to open it up so we can have the passcode?
Dude, you can open my phone, whatever. I'm not hiding up to that.
Well, that's
somebody died. I know how this works. Fucking straight up, listen. It's a facial thing. And you're doing your fucking job, I get it. Here, do whatever the fuck you want. Just tell my wife that you're arresting. Tell my wife that you're arresting me, so I can call my fucking attorney and get out and get a fucking.
We'll take care of that.
I have a white note with that fucking signal.
Appreciate that. Thanks for your courtesy, bud.
Mark, we're not trying to make this any more of a
I understand that, but don't bullshit a bullshit. I knew this from the get-go. That's why I told you, hurry up and handcuff me.
918.
Didn't I say that from the get-go?
A vehicle just went right through me, and we're heading towards the legal plate. Well, they're on the legal plate, but towards the hospital. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County Copwatch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.